before you start trying to get the attention of potential customers in 3D rendering, you want to make sure that you're directing them in the right platform. Think about this. You wouldn't want to spend effort and resources into getting them to try to click on your link or profile, and then they're completely disappointed with what they see in your portfolio. They click away and then they forget about you forever. That's why step one is always about optimizing your portfolio. When building your portfolio, you should know what kind of clients you're targeting, and that's because your portfolio should reflect what kind of work your potential clients do. There's a variety of services that 3D artists can do, like 3D still images, 3D walkthroughs, 360 images, and also full virtual reality experiences. I believe that specializing in 2 or 3 of those is actually the best decision in order to position yourself as an expert on that type of service. That can help you differentiate yourself amongst the competition, so try to pick a niche service that you can offer. Now, if you actually want to double down on this and go even a step further, I'll recommend that you actually niche down on the kind of client that you're targeting. I think there's a certain demographic that kind of looks for architectural visualization. Obviously architects, we know that, but also interior designers, real estate agents, as well as people who are developing properties and they're looking to pitch the property to potential investor or even promote their business. Understanding how 3D rendering can be a solution to these people's problems, it's actually crucial that you're successful in your 3D rendering business, also as a 3D artist as a whole. Now, their problems is most of the time one of these 4 things. Either they want to communicate their ideas better to their potential customers. The second thing is they're struggling with marketing. They want to pitch ideas to potential investors, or they're actually trying to compete for an architectural competition. Now, deep down, all of these 4 problems have one main desire, and that is more income for their business. Now, once you start to understand the needs of your potential customers, from my experience, the best thing to do is to dive deep into their problems. Start thinking about their day-to-day work, what kind of challenges they're going through, and think about how 3D rendering can be a solution to their problem. So for example, let's say you're going to target real estate agents. Try to think, do they need a certain type of furniture in order to attract potential customers? Do they need a certain type of angle to their properties in order to get more people's attention in social media? And once you outline all of that, start building your portfolio based on the solutions that you are providing. Now, some of you may be in the beginning of your journey and you might not have enough testimonials or enough work to actually put out there. And believe me, that is completely fine. You can find plenty of building information, floor plan section, elevations online for free, and you can start modeling and rendering those as an exercise, and you can showcase that in your portfolio. I myself have plenty of full walkthrough videos that include modeling as well and rendering, and you can use those in your portfolio for free. So I'm going to choose the 3 favorite ones, and you can find them in the link in the description, so you can go ahead and watch them right after watching this video. And by the way, when it comes to the portfolio, if you cannot afford to pay a monthly subscription for like a website builder or anything, trust me, I've seen many people that just build their portfolio on Behance and it is completely free, and that works completely fine. So you don't have to put any upfront cost when it comes to this, as long as you have a kind of decent hardware and PC that you can work on. Also, another big mistake that I see beginner 3D artists make when doing their portfolio is that they overfill it with work, and then the quality is not super consistent. In my opinion, try to go for at least 8 to 10 images that have kind of a consistent quality, and then when the other ones are not as good, just take them off your portfolio. Obviously, if you have more than 10 projects that you're proud of and you think you did a great job on those, feel free to keep them there. It's just that I believe that it's better to have less projects with higher quality in order to gain your potential customers' trust. By the way, I have created a group coaching where I will do live sessions on a call with every single one of you that joins, and I will help you get to a 6-figure 3D rendering business in just 6 weeks. So if that sounds like something that you want to do, make sure to click the first link in the description. So there are 2 main ways that I believe 3D artists can get clients. The first one is inbound marketing, and that is when potential clients reach out to you for your services. Now, I know that it sounds super easy crazy that there's basically just going to be a lot of architects and people that are just going to ask you for your services and give you money and all of that. But honestly, it is not as simple as you think, but it's not that hard either. So this is more of an organic way, meaning that you have to put effort into branding yourself, creating content, as well as having a proven social media strategy. For me, the best thing about this strategy has been content creation, and obviously that for you doesn't have to be YouTube. You can try and use other platforms, even in other kind of formats like written formats or anything like that, where you can post behind the scenes or even tutorials kind of showing on how you do your work. This will make potential customers trust you even more because they will have kind of a deeper connection between you and the work that you do. So please keep in mind that social media is free attention, and especially right now with shorts, TikTok, Reels, and all of these things going crazy, that is a perfect opportunity for us as 3D visualizers, since our industry is very visual. For example, I've had a reel where it got 1.7 million views and over 100,000 likes. And obviously that is crazy exposure, and it was just for free. Imagine how much big companies pay to get in front of 1.7 million people. And instead, all I did was post a video that people liked and enjoyed. The algorithm picked it up and I got all of that exposure for free. As of now, I use about 5 or 6 platforms where I post regularly every week. 30 to 40 social media posts every single week. Besides YouTube, 2 of the most powerful platforms that have been for me are Instagram and LinkedIn, and they kind of have a mixed type of content creation format, because Instagram is more visual based in my opinion, and then LinkedIn is more kind of writing format, but they both work very well in order to get clients. Now, this first method doesn't cost that much in terms of resources, but obviously it takes time and effort. If there's only one thing that you're going to take away from this method, take it from me, because volume and consistency is everything here. The more you post stuff in a consistent time frame, the faster you will get the feedback on what is working and what is not working, and then you will also be able to put more effort into the things that are working, and that way you will scale more and more. So keep that in mind, volume is everything. If I could, honestly, I would post a new video every single hour, but I just don't have the production capacities as of now. Now, the second option is to get clients through an outbound method, which is where you reach out to clients through cold emails, cold DMs, cold calling, and all of that stuff. This takes a bit more skills in terms of landing clients. It also takes a bit of time, but most importantly, in order to have it a bit more automated, it will cost a little bit of money on the softwares if you want to automatically send emails and also get leads. Now, don't get me wrong, you can also do this manually, but that would take way too much time, leaving you no room to actually put time into improving your skills. That way you have even better deliveries to your clients. But from my opinion, the biggest upside to this strategy is the predictability. So the thing is, when you're doing outbound sales, you will have every single thing with stats and measured. And I think that if you have something measured, it is truly a superpower. The thing about the first method with content creation, even though it is very powerful with organic ways, the thing is, sometimes you won't know when your next client is going to come, because you cannot predict when someone is going to reach out to you. Instead, when you're doing outbound, you will have the statistics of how many people you're closing, for example, per 1,000 DMs that you send, per 1,000 emails and stuff like that, even your open rates, close rate for meetings and all of that. This kind of helps you predict how many clients you're going to close per month, per week, and also how you're standing in terms of the numbers and the volume you're doing. Just like with content, even in cold outreach, numbers are everything. The more emails you're going to put out there, keeping them also a bit personalized, the more you're going to get feedback on what is working. You will get a chance to even test out different subject lines, different templates and all of that. So keep in mind, this is all a numbers games when it comes down to landing clients. Now, if you're a beginner and you want a full guide on what it takes to actually start 3D rendering, make sure that you watch the video right here.